Greetings, crafters, and welcome to episode 133 of Better Than Wolves with T-Kush35. I'm coming back after a little bit of off-screen game time. I went ahead and brought a couple inventory loads of some more food, some more torches, and I also brought initial bits for constructing machinery. However, we're not going to quite get to that yet because I think I should still focus on lighting the place up. So to that end, gonna go ahead and equip myself with a bunch of torches and some ender spectacles and some stump removers because we'll need those at some point too. So yeah, just need to keep lighting up the place so that it's safe, and then once it's safe in that effect, we can start thinking about building some buildings, which is exciting. This being the main chunk, is it right here, or is the chunk containing spawn? It's right on the edge, which is kind of annoying. It's like right here, and by like right here, I mean it is precisely right here, which means it's, no, I guess it's in that chunk, isn't it? Okay, so it's not solidly in a chunk, but it is in this chunk. But anyway, I was kind of thinking of trying to make that a building in that one that's somehow important, or at the very least extremely ornamental, because that would be pretty sweet. Having a nice symbol of spawn, if you will. Darn Java notification. I don't want you. I don't want your Java update. Not yet. Okay, so we are getting to dark, so that means the ender spectacles will actually start doing something pretty soon here. Actually, instead of expanding this way first, I want to finish out the island that way. And, let's see, confronting comments. Wired was talking about moving the portal. Wired, I wasn't sure if you were talking about this portal or that portal over there. I think I want to keep the portal that I use to be that one over there, because as I was saying in another episode, I don't think I really want to make the ocean only one block deep. I despite the dangers of squid, I do like the idea of having an actual ocean over here. But you were saying, if I recall, about moving it slightly. Not sure which way you were thinking. You'd said 15 blocks. But I don't think it would make it, like if I moved it over here, I don't think it'd be any safer. But I'm not 100% sure on that. So, anyway. If anyone has any specific building ideas, meaning you've seen a build in someone else's stream or videos, or you've seen a cool build online, I am interested in hearing your ideas on what I should build. I do, have a couple... We do have a couple needs. We need probably a storage facility. And then, really the buildings after that are just, you make a building and then you can put the machinery inside of it. I do want... Let's see, what are some of the first machines we're going to need? I am going to need a... Oh, shoot, right. I also brought a whole bunch of planters, so we should probably get those planted tomorrow during the day. I'm thinking for ease of hydration, I'll just place them over the water here, and then I can... And then that can be growing while I'm doing all of this other work. I did come to the realization that I actually have the ability, once I get a mushroom farm, well, a farm for every item, plus consistent meat supply, but that's another struggle entirely, that I do have the ability to make the best food in the game, the hearty... Oh, gosh. I got a straggler. Come on. Yeah, gotcha, sucker. Yeah, and that's probably going to keep happening while they're over in this area. I could look into the glowstone idea that Wired was talking about. Just lighting up the ocean. I'm not sure if they need depth and light. Meaning, like, if I put glowstone along the bottom here of the ocean, can they still spawn? My mob trap for squid would say that they can. In which case, I would need glowstone, like, in the middle of the water. Which is kind of weird. Go over there. Perfect. Creeper, you can just stay there. Thanks. I said stay there. Yeah, go drown. He's just gonna get stuck, isn't he? Oh, no. Oh. Ooh, that'll be nice for mining. It's gonna suck for mob trap to have that right here. Speaking of mob trap, I guess any of the ocean is a wonderful place for a mob trap, isn't it, right now? So that's a slight advantage in having the mob trap, or the ocean nearby, is that I can use it for water source very easily, and that's good. But then, obviously, squid are a problem. Okay, so looks like I have this portion all lit up. So then we're going to head this way. Checking some of the work that I did during the day that other time. It should be okay for the most part, because I wasn't too sporadic. Except right there. Spots like that that'll get you, since they can spawn in such small spaces now. Any one block. So, like, yeah, this chunk cut off. Ugly looking. I might have been able to fix it if I went in and, like, if I had gone in and deleted... Oh, no, the problem is that this was saved and brought over from the old world, I think. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's too late now. Just, like, general lesson is don't let your worlds get corrupted, kids. It leads to weird worlds. Or rather, it wasn't that the world got corrupted, it was that my computer crashed. So make save backups if you're going to do recording, or really anything. Because otherwise you might lose your world. Or lose you. Nope, stay away from me, squid. Not today. I also don't quite yet have I mean, I have an okay amount of glowstone, but it would take a lot of glowstone to light up this ocean. So I guess the struggle is the decision. Like, do I just make it so that the ocean is just like this and it's a big lake? Or do I continue the struggles with lighting it up and just having squid be a danger all the time? It'd be kind of cool to have a sort of, like, fortress-style base to keep the squid out. That would be interesting. Now we're starting to get into the jungle, which I want to chop some of down, but probably just less work to burn it. Am I just stuck here? No. Okay. Yeah, gotta get a whole bunch of at least small manual farms going so that I can have crops. Oh, God. Okay, okay, this is fine. This is fine. We're doing fine. We're doing fine. Just gotta swim up. Yeah, alright. Okay. Whoo, Nelly. That was my fault. I have no one to blame but myself. Ooh, is that a mysterious gland? It is. I need to risk it. Yep, okay, okay, okay. Here we go, here we go. Whew. It's a good thing I had a good sword on me. Otherwise that would have been bad. Whew. Whew. Okay. So I wonder if that was some first-hand experience with the ease of wearing hats. Because I did not get thrown up. I was just sucked in. And this is totally going to destroy this over here, and I would very much like some of these. Okay. Just chilling next to the fire, no big deal. Got a couple clay sources over there, which is pretty convenient. Yeah, we're gonna do all right. This is gonna be an interesting base building challenge, being so close to the water. It's either going to take a large amount of resources to just fill it in, which maybe I'm warming up to, because that's just easier in a way. If I have some automatic cobblestone collection, then what? Oh, spider. Oh, they're gonna fight each other. Oh, that's great. Go, 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 go. Oh man, I was kind of hoping the little one would win, because then I could kill it and get its drops. But that's alright. Alright. We're getting back to daylight, which means soon-ish we can grab those planters. So I think I want to eventually have pretty much all of the... No, I should, right? Oh... So these chunks might always be loaded, but does that mean that mobs will spawn in them always? So, like, is there an army of not ghasts down below the, like, 8 chunks around spawn? Because that's where entities stay, right? I don't know how that works. That's going to be interesting. Like, if I go caving, am I just going to get flooded by enemies? Has anyone... Let me know if anyone has experienced that yet. Because that's an interesting conundrum, too. My first guess would be that you don't. That's not what happens. But then the follow-up question is, well, then... Are mob traps are they quite as good? Because if they're not going to be consistently producing while you're not there, then it's not quite as amazing to be in spawn. And that was kind of the appeal for me, was to be able to have a mob trap here, go elsewhere, and the mob trap is still running while I'm not around. But to be determined. Either way, we've got a whole bunch of planters, and I only noticed between episodes that these planters are now old planters, and what was the other thing? The seeds that I brought over, they're old seeds, and I don't know what that means. I don't know how to get the new seeds, and if I plant these old seeds, they produce wheat that, I think, or maybe that was all wheat that I had planted before Vegahina, whatever. Before veggie change. I don't remember if I had them planted already. So that's a question. Do I want the red mushrooms? I don't think I care about the red mushrooms yet. So let's go ahead and get some plants going. I did bring some jack-o'-lanterns so that we can have some safer lighting. Like, this torch is nerve-wracking, or it should be nerve-wracking. So let's go ahead and put in a jack-o'-lantern, because that's safer. And then, I don't know, we'll just put the cocoa beans over here for the time being. It's lit up well enough for the most part. 3, let's see, what do I usually do? I think I do 4 high. Let's just do a wall. It's less work that way. And I don't have to walk around the whole thing. And then, yeah, right here, plunk a jack-o'-lantern. Get rid of that. Okay, and then we'll plant our 3 cocoa beans. Because I actually didn't bring cocoa beans over, but hey, we'll start a little farm, and in another in-between episode trip, I'll just, you know, make an excursion. Grab a whole bunch of that kind of stuff. Where have I been putting my brick stuff? Yeah, right here. That's right. That's right. Put the wood back. Let's put some of these torches away while I'm planting. Yeah, we'll just have this little area here be a little mini farm. I want mycelium here, but I want to surround it by wood so that when I harvest a mushroom, it doesn't get rid of the grass doesn't start spawning in. So wood. Here we go. I'll just chop a whole bunch up. By a whole bunch, I mean that relatively small amount, which is fine. And that might be a little close, right? Yeah. Let's go ahead and put that. Did I make this awkward for myself? Maybe. Yeah, I did. So do I need to wood slab this? I'm just going to put a light source on top for now. But I think I do. Especially because of the cocoa beans. They can be a spawn point. Alright, so let's jig this up. Just make a safe little mycelium mushroom farm. Just a little guy. We'll just place the whopping 4 mushrooms that I bought. Perfect. And you know, instead of the ocean, it's probably safer to just put the planters over here. Might as well, right? So let's go ahead and... Can I make planks? No, not like that. I just want a little step up. I should probably make several step ups all around. 1, 2, 3. Slabs. Thank you. Actually, let's just make them all slabs for now. I'll make some dirt slabs to spread around. I'll have to make some paths at some point, but everything for now is pretty temporary. Because I really want to rip everything apart and make a nice, consistent base at some point. Okay, alright, so that little ledge should be perfect. And then we'll get these old planters. At some point, I'll have to go back to the other base and make some new planters and try to see what the difference is. Because I'm not sure. So the great part about this is I was reminded by reading the Discord that these planters can be hydrated from below, which makes this really a lot more convenient. And then I just need light sources above. Oh no. Come back. Actually, why am I even bothering with what I was doing? Let's just do this. Okay. Now, I was thinking about starting melon farm, but maybe a melon farm isn't quite as important as, say, pumpkins. Granted, I don't have pigs, so that doesn't quite matter right now. Let's start with a big wheat farm so that I can get working on that. And then we'll want... actually, maybe I wanted more potatoes and carrots. I think the gist of this is I'm going to have to go back to the villager base and use the machinery there to make more planters. For food, because food is important. Because I need... What is it you need? You need boiled potatoes, cooked carrots, mushroom, meat, and flour to make the hearty stew, plus bowls. And then I've got 2 carrots, and I'll just make... Oh shoot, I didn't allow for hemp seeds, or I was just talking about pumpkins. Maybe I don't need them quite yet, because I don't have a way to make candles. Yeah, that's probably it. Okay. So, should have gotten some sugar cane going. But really, what good is my sugar cane right now? Because I don't have anything that I need sugar for. I'll just have 1 plant. Oh, no, I can just plant it over here, right? Heck yes I can. Who needs planters for this when you can do this? Yeah, buddy. Okay. Alright, so we've got some plants growing. Now we need some permanent light sources. So I'm going to turn some of these back into wood planks. And let's see, these will probably be lit up, so if I go, I don't want it quite that low though, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I want it one higher. And then if I put a torch on the side, that should be fine. Okay, so then I can just use shenanigans to spread it this way. So 1, 2, 3, and we'll say right here. Put torches. 1, 2, 3. Sure, we'll put it right there. This is probably overkill as far as light goes, but I want my light sources. Let's see. Oh, I actually could be using the slabs for the spacers, couldn't I? Herp-a-derp-a-derp. Didn't need to do what I was doing. Cool. Alright, so consistent light set. So now we've got our little garden. It's so cute. And hopefully being in these planters, it won't be an issue for weeds. The weeds that I saw back at the villager base were based in tilled earth. So I think my guess would be that that's one of the advantages of making planters, is that weeds shouldn't go in them. That's my hope, at least. So then the only other thing I need for making hearty stew is a consistent source of meat. And I can bring a load of meat over from the other base, but eventually that's going to run out. So we're going to have to go hunting. Well, first, maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea to get a sort of layout of where I can put some, not farms for pigs, and let's see, what's going to be the easiest one to breed? None of them. I can't breed any of them. So hearty stew isn't really maintainable right now. What is? If I get some sort of chicken farm, I suppose that's a thing, but I don't have a good way of collecting eggs without having to go every morning. So that's not it. What about, is there like a milk-based thing? There's what, chowder? That requires fishing, but that's not terrible. Yeah, chowder is cooked fish, milk, and bowl. So I would have to do lots of fishing. I have plenty of ocean for that. I'd have to get... Oh, there's also cream of mushroom, which is just mushroom and milk. That's actually the easiest right now, as long as I have cows and a big enough field for them. Decisions. So, let's see, building materials. I don't even, like, this is just totally haphazard. I mean, it's semi-organized, but it's not fantastic. I guess I'll put planks back there, because why not? Alright, so I think it's nighttime, so let's go ahead and get back into torching mode. Torch the things up. Light up the night, if you will. Just gotta make sure that these are all safe. Oh, sweet, that's spread. Awesome. Maybe eventually that jungle will burn away. That would be mostly good, because then it wouldn't be dangerous, because it is right now. Granted, I don't really need to build in it quite yet. I don't need that kind of space. But for the purposes of preventing other mob spawns. Oh, right, mob trap. So I think this lake area here is going to be pretty perfect. What is that over there? Is that a spider freaking out? Maybe. Yeah, I gotta get over there and get that part of the island lit up. I'm expanding this way and I don't quite need to yet. But that's okay. It's useful at some point. So yeah, mob trap I think is just gonna be right here because it's perfect. There's already only one layer. We can actually expand it out to be pretty big. I don't think I want it to be too wide though. Oh, that's something I should get going. Find traps. I'm gonna, oh god. Stay away, I have a fragile helmet. Oh, I hate that. Stay back. Aha! How about you? I'm actually gonna collect these mob drops so that I have fish bait. Because I will eventually go fishing. I think that's a good idea. I don't have milk from cows, but if I have a bunch of fish stocked up... Oh, wait. Does the hearty stew work with fish? It says cooked chicken, cooked mutton, steak, pork chop, mystery meat, or wolf chop. So apparently it can't be fish. I guess that makes sense. Like, whenever you have a hearty chili or whatever in a can from the store, it doesn't have fish in it. It has some red meat. So that makes sense. That's unfortunate, but it makes sense. Oh god. Oof. Yeah, I know. I have the shears on my hotbar, and I'm not using them. But sometimes it just feels like it's faster and more consistent to run away. Granted, it didn't quite work there because I did still get blasted despite having run away, but it could have been worse. My ender spectacles only took a small hit. And armor's okay for the most part too. That might start being a concern, is armor. But again, I'll just head back to the villager base. It's good that I didn't like somehow destroy that base or lose it. Otherwise we'd be starting completely from scratch, and that would be a bit unwanted. Did I put away the dirt that had slabs that I was going to slab the place up? That seems to be the case. That's annoying. Because I want to stop jumping. Because while I may have an okay food supply right now, it's certainly not infinite. And, I mean, I have a farm going, so that'll be something, but it's not great. Ooh, that's the other thing I should do. Did I bring the cauldron? No, I think the cauldron must still be in that nether spot. So I could have it over there quick, but I think I'm going to do that. No, I want to do that in this episode, because then we have, like, all of the starter stuff. So let's go ahead and set these things down. More plants. Yeah, okay, so we're going to run back over to... Let's put the spectacles away, because they're valuable. Yep, stop jumping. Make some more slabs. Place those instead of torches. Yeah, alright. I should probably also make a pathway sort of thing. I'd make this a bit faster. Whoops. That's not where I wanted you. Come back here. Granted, I was complaining about having to jump, and now I'm going to have to go on this, which is a massive amount of jumping. I should make wooden stairs or something. That would be good. So we're gonna test that this is far enough away from the squid. It's probably a horrible idea to be doing this, but here I am doing it anyway. It seems like it's okay. I guesstimated the height of squid coming at you well enough. That's exciting. Yep, that jungle over there still burning a little bit. Very nice, very nice. Certainly don't mind more jungle incidental destruction. So yeah, just head on up here and do way too much jumping to get up top. I think I should probably... Oh, let's see. Ladders take string, don't they? So that's actually farther off than I thought. You know what else is going to be a bit of a problem is a nearby lava source. I think I'm going to have to go caving at some point to try to find one and hope it's within spawn chunks. Because that's the only way I'm going to have automatic stone or cobblestone generation. And that's if it's even possible anymore. I would think that you might be able to do something with block dispensers and timed water/lava pouring, if you will. Using like pistons to regulate both of those flows. And then a block dispenser to suck up the resulting block. But we're going to have to play around with that, which means I got to find the lava that is nearby, if at all. Random health potion. There's the cauldron. Perfect. Some wood. Yeah, a whole bunch of stuff that I didn't bring the first time because I didn't have the inventory space. I'm going to not care about the bone and bring more netherrack. Leave behind this birch bark and dust. Those are useful. The wood's useful? Yeah. Okay, cool. So heading on back. And then we'll get a cauldron set up. That way I can have... If I could stop getting hurt when I come through that, that would be nice. Oh, it must be because of this block right here. Bumping my head on it sort of thing. Okay, so can I jump down without getting squidified? Where's the sun? Sun. Yeah, I think that should be high enough. The thing is, like, if I do the quick down, I then have to jump a bit to get back up. Yeah, screw it. Whee! Poosh. Did I actually hit bottom there? I think I did. Jeepers. It's fun. Enough. Maybe I should make a little branch over here so I can not have to hop up and then go back down. And it probably doesn't matter too much. I could probably also bring that down to maybe that level. It really depends on how far away the ghasts have to be, or the squid have to be to not turn into ghasts. Maybe I'll do some testing with that. Not in this world, because I don't want to be annihilated. Oh, you know what else is going to get weird is if there's any ravines and whatnot down there, they're totally going to be cut off. Yeah, it's my entire... You can see right where the chunks that got put in are. It's weird, man. The struggles of an old world that I wanted to save because I was a decent number of episodes in and hadn't done a backup. Speaking of which, I should probably do one after this recording. I was for a while doing it before every single episode, and now I do it about every other. I don't know if that's a good idea, bad idea, but whatever. Okay, so we have our cauldron. I think I'm just going to set it outside so that it doesn't murder anything. Let's set it away from anything we care about burning. So for now, we'll just put it over here. So we'll put it ground level, which means we want a space of air and then the netherrack down below. And I am actually going to want to collect that dirt. Oh, I don't have any blocks that can float. Oh, I do have that nether sludge, so I can do that. Okay. And there's the cauldron. Fill the sides back in with dirt. Doop, doop. Yeah. And then need some wood. This is a pretty big waste of wood, but shockingly, I have a whole bunch around me. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I needed... Oh no, that was perfect. Oh no! Can I harvest it? Hooray! Let's see, I don't have any lit torches because I went in the Wouda, but hey, looky there. Boom! Alright, so now we have a cauldron to cook stuff. And I think these fires should spread. Haha! They do. That is fantastic. Such a good mechanic. Okay, so let's go ahead and use some of the nether sludge here. Oh. Well, where's all my loose cobble? Oh, interesting. I separated the stone. Weird. I am weird and not consistent. Okay, so the difficult part is, hey, stump, is I should have done this before I started the fires. Because now I have to put one over here, and that's awkward. Hooray! And I suppose I could. There's a waste of a sludge, but that goes on. I can always make more eventually once I get some of the machines set up. Maybe I need to work on a bunch of machines before I worry about making it pretty. That is a good question. Like, order of operations. What is more important? Is it more important to slowly build while making things look good? Or is it more important to get stuff going? That way I have it when I need it. Conundrums, conundrums. Well, let's go ahead and get... Oh, I don't have glass over here. I'll have to bring some glass so that I can have a nice area for mobs to... or livestock to graze, where they won't get stuck on fence posts and whatnot. Yep, I'm gonna need that, so I'm gonna need to bring over... I'm gonna need to make another shipment of stuff, is the general gist here. Luckily, I have a nice enough storage area that I can keep that up. Let's see. So, torches, etc. Okay, so we have a cauldron for cooking food. We have a small farm for food to grow. So, basic survival. Oh, I keep putting away that dirt. Then I keep jumping when I say that I shouldn't be jumping. Tut tut. So let's see, what is over here? Is that just beachfront? That looks like it's just beachfront instead of an actual desert, which is good because then there should be more room for livestock to have spawned. Granted, in a certain amount of area, there's definitely not going to be any, but that is okay. Okay, so I think a crucible probably has to be my first machine that I build. So then make a small blacksmith house. That'd be pretty cool. And by not house, but like a blacksmith forge. So you just like walk in, cook your stuff, walk out. So I could have all the machinery be below. And just have a little like stone hut sort of thing. Covering a crucible, a stoked crucible and a stoked cauldron. I also want to go mining, sort of. I don't need the mining resources yet, but it's also a way to just get a lay of the land. I think this will be sufficient torching. This might be... Oh, hello. Fun. Okay, so... That's everything on the main peninsula. I called it an island earlier, but we're going with peninsula. Kind of cool to have like a bridge, just completely dig this portion out and make it look like this, like it's an island. I'd have to dig that portion out too, but that would be fun. There's good sources of clay nearby, which is awesome. So maybe that needs to be... No, that's not first. Crucible's first. A stoked crucible is first so that I can recycle my tools easily. And, oh, is the tall grass? It's probably the tall grass. Okay. Think. So what's the immediate priority? I was thinking of still trying to get terraforming done. I kind of like the idea... Do I want separate buildings, or do I want to turn this all into one gigantic base? The gigantic base is a lot more ambitious, considering I don't have infinite resources, or decent... Why do none of those trees have leaves? They must have burned off. Or decent farms for resources. So it's probably a matter of getting to that point first before going on any... Another ghast. I was hoping these little jerks would, like, start despawning. But they must be a little too close. Okay. Yeah. Let me take a moment so I can do some thinking rather than just rambling on camera. Alright, had some time to do some thinking. It was just a minute, but and then I checked the time of the episode, and it's actually been enough of an episode to publish. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. For next time, I think it's going to be... I'm going to make a trip back to the villager base again, grab some more of the materials that I was saying that I was going to bring. Probably tear down a machine or two to get some more of the mechanical pieces so that we can transfer over here. And I also want to, for next time, I think I want to get a better idea of where all the chunks are so that I can start determining what's going where and what sort of space I have. Like, determine where the edge of the 8 chunk by 8 chunk section is, and figure out where the end of my automation capabilities are to determine what sort of spacing I have, sort of thing. So, yep, I'm going to go ahead and do that run over the villager trading base, and then I'll be back next time. Thanks for tuning in.